If you're here, make sure y'all like the stream, man. Hold on a second. I had to change some things. Oh, let me make sure. Alright. Okay. Alright. What's up? What's good? We're going to talk about why Western women are good at losing men, but not at keeping them. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Was it Noelle? Then says that she lost her high valued man over a fight. Interesting. But shout out to all the women out here seeking those high valued men. Let's see who's here. In my zone, Takeem, Steven, Steven 803 was good. I'm about to say 804. I don't know why I was 804. It's 803. Truist, Black Rain, Trill, Mellow Burr, Redbone 88. What's up? Snake Eyes, Vern 85, Nick, John, Dion, Solomon over there, Wesley, Wood 2K, Noel 10. Let's see. Chris G, what's up? Make sure y'all like the stream. Well, let me tell you this: if a guy knows he's high value, man, it's gonna be easier for him to move on, man. That's how it is. It's gonna be easier for him to move on, man. That's how it is, I guess. We're gonna talk about a video I came across. Interesting video of a female that was talking about relationships, and I felt like really did not have a grasp on relationships like that. You know, a lot of these she's like a Gen Z. You know, I've talked about these Gen Z girls and how they really don't understand the concepts of relationships nowadays. This is the video here that I came across, and we're gonna talk about it. Jay Mir, what's up? Yeah. Oh, your name is Fatima? Okay. Well, I'm gonna call you Fatima now. All right. I'm gonna call you Fatima now. Yeah, shout out to Kwame. I do frequently be in this chat room. We're pushing this message forward. So if I have to be there, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna support anyway, because I support what he's doing. We're going full force and we're taking down the lamestream media. The lamestream media is in my crosshairs, and every opportunity I get to put pressure on these celebrities, these sellouts, you know, these soul destroyers, I'm gonna do that. It's good, Calvin Garrison. Make sure y'all like the stream. We're gonna keep applying pressure. All right? We're gonna keep applying pressure, and we're gonna continue to make changes. That's what we're gonna do. You know? But we're going to do that. And we're going to start with the souls of Western women. I want y'all to understand I'm not a hater of women. People like to throw that out there. They think that because you call out what's going on with Western women, because Western women right now are in a very confused state. They know they are. That's why they are listening more to men than they will ever listen to a woman. Because they know they're in a state of being down extremely bad, dating wise. They have all these degrees. You know, they still believe they have the looks, but they can't keep a man. And it's due to their logic. Their logic is completely flawed, and they don't understand it. One second. Some message there. All right. Well, Fatima, you'll be Western if you grew up in the culture and you know, but you got Westernized women over there on the continent. You know, just look at Instagram. But anybody with that Western mind state, man, non-patriarchal, you know, women can date who they want. They can throw their box around like it's a soccer ball or basketball or football. Because you got women now that say that they can do what men can do. But the difference is you can get pregnant. Because we all know that there are a lot of y'all that don't like to wear protection. You know. It's good, Megan. Yes, I'm having a great evening. Shout out to you. Calvin. J Rob, beautiful mystery. Make sure y'all like the stream. Charms, good. You got women that are saying that, especially in the melanated community, you know, they're not our women. Okay, so don't ask for our protection. You know? I don't know how you can say that you're not our women, but you want our protection. And then you got these simps, you got these panderers who sit there and ignore that and say, well, you need to protect these women anyway. You're an idiot, sir. That's why women run circles around you. And these guys think that because they're married that their wives are not playing games with them. If you don't understand the westernized woman, you never will. You guys are you're gonna continue to be bamboozled. You're gonna continue to be made a fool out of because you're gonna be red pilled eventually. All you blue pill simp pandering males, you all eventually get red pill. All of you. You can talk about your great marriage. You can talk about all your great platonic female friends. You could talk about how bad mama had it. But at the end of the day, you're going to get red pilled. It always happens. I've seen it over the last 7 or so years of making content. Y'all can pretend and act like women are not getting worse and worse. Yes, men do need to be held accountable. But excuse me, if a woman is having unprotected relations with men and don't even know who the father of their children are, that's a problem. That's a problem. Y'all can try to ignore it. You can try to blame the men. You can blame the men all day, but that man is being allowed to have unprotected relations with these women. You need to talk about that. But they don't because they're married or they're in a long-term relationship. So they don't think that it applies to them. But you have to have logic. You need to have some common sense. And understand what's going on out here. Hold on a second. Excuse me. People always want to call me when I'm live. It's crazy. The respect level. Anyway. I want people to understand. By the way, let me just go ahead and play this video. Let me go ahead and play this video so y'all can look at it. It's like a minute long. It's a minute long video.
Okay, so I had to make a fucking video because a lot of y'all are ignorant and you lack reading comprehension. So I can't type it because you're not going to fucking get it because you're slow. So let me explain. The original tweet, the dude said, why would I come home and clean up when I've been at work all day and you've been at home? Bitch, because we're fucking partners, okay? If I am sitting around all day at home and I'm doing everything, all of the housework all the time, and you go to work and you have your days off, bitch, I want a day off too. The fuck, and I'm gonna take one. And if you come home from work and the house is dirty and you don't like that, then this is what you can do. You can either help me clean the fuck up because we're partners, or you can be patient and wait till I clean it up when I fucking feel like it. And that's just how it's gonna be. And if you disagree with that, then you can fucking pay me like the maid that you want to treat me like and the nanny that you want to treat me like. Or, if you don't understand that, look up financial abuse, educate yourself, and get the fuck up out my mention. Make a fucking...
This is just, she looks like a Gen Zer, you know, just completely lost. Don't know what's going on. This is the type of women that the young men have to look to. This is what the young men have to wife up. Just potty mouth, entitled, don't really understand. Just completely entitled. Don't think they should. And these are women who think that they are supposed to get a man with high value. They think that they're supposed to get a man with high value, you know, with great looks, okay? Great career, all this, that, and the third. But they don't want to do the simple things. This is what the young males have to look up to. Not look up to, but look to as far as to date. And these women have children. They're raising children, people. Just generations of lost females.
Video, because a lot of y'all are ignorant and you lack reading comprehension. So I can't type it because you're not going to fucking get it because you're slow. So let me explain.
She calling other people slow. Other people slow. Well, where is your master's or doctorate? Where is your high levels of education? Educated people don't cuss like a sailor.
The original tweet, the dude said, why would I come home and clean up when I've been at work all day and you've been at home? Bitch, because we're fucking partners, okay? If I am...
How can we possibly take that way of thinking seriously? Man shrugging, light skin tone, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Was it Elijah? Appreciate that, man. Yeah, they're Karens. All these women got a little Karen in them. Women like this have a little Karen in them. And yes, if my woman is sitting at home all day, she should be cooking and cleaning, because what else is she doing? She better not be on Facebook all day. Because I'm pretty sure her attention is going to be more towards that than doing anything in the household. Or probably flirting with some dudes. Watching reality TV, taking selfies like she's living this lifestyle, when really she is living off some delusional guy who think he has a good woman. Of course, if you're at home all day, you need to be doing something. Don't just be sitting around the house acting like because you feel like you're an attractive female, you ain't got to do nothing, especially if the dude ain't rich. You should be contributing if you're partners.
Sitting around all day at home and I'm doing everything, all of the housework all the time, and you go to work and you have your days off, bitch, I want a day off too. The fuck, and I'm gonna take one. And if you come home from work and the house is dirty and you don't like that, then guess this is what you can do. You can either help me clean the fuck up because we're partners, or you can be patient and wait till I clean it up when I fucking feel like it.
So you mean to tell me that you dirtying up the house every day? I'm pretty sure the dude is not dirtying up the house. So you mean to tell me you're cleaning and dirtying up the house every day? Then that lets me know you're not cleaning anything. Because if you're cleaning every day, more than likely the house is going to be clean more than it's dirty. Unless you're just a messy person. If you're a messy person and you don't clean up after yourself, you don't wash dishes behind yourself, you just throw dishes in the sink every day, you don't clean behind yourself, you're going to have to clean.
It's sad out here, Jay. I dealt with a chick like this young, thought she knew everything, but...
Appreciate that, Chef Joy. Yeah, just tomorrow, she needs a day off. You can get a day off when you get a job, okay?
And that's just how it's going to be. And if you disagree with that, then you can fucking pay me like the maid that you want to treat me like and the nanny that you want to treat me like. Or, if you don't understand that, look up financial abuse, educate yourself, and get the fuck up out my mention. Okay.
Financial abuse. Is that what they calling it? Is that what these young ladies are calling it these days? Financial abuse? It's crazy, man. And y'all wonder why you don't have a man. You wonder why you don't have a man. I don't know, man. That's a lot of energy to put into being lazy. Like, unless you got like a bunch of kids in the house, which maybe she got a bunch of kids you don't want to go behind, you know. If you clean the house every day, I'm sure the house should be clean every day. You shouldn't have to clean it up every day. You know, if you could keep the house clean and then clean up behind yourself, chances are that the house is not going to be dirty. But if you are cleaning and dirtying up the house in the same day and you're not cleaning up behind yourself, yes, you're going to have to clean every day and you're not going to get a day off. You get a day off when the house is clean, the dishes are clean, and the dishes are washed. The clothes are washed. You don't have stuff all over the floor. You clean up behind yourself. How hard is that to clean up behind yourself? What are you doing? Get off social media.
What's up, Jay? Just got off work and this woman is nuts.
Appreciate that, 2-5 kid. Definitely. You can tell this is probably somebody who's lazy and don't like to clean up behind themselves. You wouldn't have to clean your house every day if you clean up behind yourself. It's that simple. It's not that hard. It's not that hard if you eat off dishes, drink out of cups, use utensils, all you have to do is wash them. Put them up. Make sure the kitchen counters are clean. Make sure the tables are clean. Make sure in the living room you don't have stuff all over the floor. If you have kids with toys, have something to put the toys in when they're not using them. It's that simple. Once the kids are off to bed, make sure that you picked up all the stuff behind them, especially if you got really young children, or you can teach them how to clean up behind themselves. But this whole, I shouldn't have to do this and that, and you ain't bringing no money into the household. I don't get it. You're not doing anything. Your job is to be a homemaker. Your job is to keep the house clean. Salute to a rising animator. Feminists didn't fight hard for you heifers to sit at home and be on Instagram and Facebook all day and then complain about the fact that you have to clean up behind yourself. I'm sorry. Feminists didn't fight hard for y'all to do this. Y'all been given all these rights and don't want to do nothing. I told y'all, women are regressing. They're regressing even when they don't work and they have a boyfriend or husband that's willing to work. They still feel entitled to not have to do nothing around the house. It's like, huh? So you expect, listen, I don't think you should, listen, if you work, right, and you have days off, no, you should not be dirtying up the house. You should clean up behind yourself. That's what a partnership is. You take care of one side of the relationship, and then that other person take care of their side. You know, they help each other. I don't want them to have to wash all these dishes. I don't, especially the dishes that I mess up. I'm gonna clean up my own dishes. I'm gonna make sure if I was doing certain things around the house, I make sure I pick up behind myself so they don't have to do it. No, I don't think that if you work, you get a pass for not cleaning up. That's stupid to me. I mean, you know, if you feel like something needs to be put away, you know, do it. I don't think that men are saying that if I work, I don't have to do nothing. What they're saying is, while I'm gone, you should be doing something. You should be cooking and cleaning. Okay? You should. You should get off Facebook, get off Instagram, get out the shade room comment section or whatever comment section you in and go do something around the house. You're spending my money while I'm at work. Okay? Buying all types of stuff off of Amazon or whatever. Subscribe to all these streaming services you don't watch. You know? Purchasing music. Like, come on. You need to make sure you take care of your part in the relationship of your partnership. You need to handle your business inside a relationship.
Jaye, Sienna, William and Allstate Insurance create the BS called financial abuse. She said that one of her homegirl went going through it.
Oh, man, come on, man. That is BS. That is truly BS.
These females are just
Appreciate
lazy.
that, Bill.
They will sit around and do nothing. If she is home all day, then that home should be clean when he get homes.
Yeah, appreciate that, Angela C. Absolutely. If I'm working, especially if I'm working a tough job, let's say I work a job that's like 10 hours, 12 hours. I go to work from early in the morning to late in the afternoon. I don't want to come home to a dirty house. I don't want to come home and have to make my own food. I don't want to have to order out. I don't want to have to go to not one fast food restaurant on my way home. When I'm on my way home, I'm saying to myself, she has pots cooking, food cooking. I'm going to have a big old plate waiting for me when I get there. I don't want to get there and don't smell no food when I get in the house. I want to see a plate on the table. Or at least a plate prepared, probably put up in the microwave or whatever. You know, you done cooked it, you know, you done sealed it up, put it up, you know, waiting for me to get there. But the fact that I can't even get that. I you know what I'm saying? I have to go home. No food is cooked. I have to go right back out the house to go get me something hot to eat. Because I'm not about to cook. It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm ready to sit down, watch whatever sports are on or whatnot. I'm trying to chill. I am not trying to sit up here and clean up. You know, well, first you come home, you shower, you know, you're feeling good. You come in the dining room, living room, whatever, kitchen. Everything is a mess. And he was like, I done work all day long. All I want is a clean house and a hot meal. I can't even get that because you sitting up here on Instagram all day faking this lifestyle like you an Instagram model when you really just a lazy house girlfriend who don't want to do nothing. House is crazy. You know, it's like, come on, man. That's the least you can do. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean that's all you bring to a relationship. It's just like women who think that they can bring sex to a relationship and that's it. Like a man with options can go get sex from any other woman. If that's what it was about. Obviously you have some qualities that made you wife material. You know? Shout out to Calvin.
She looked like she can't even cook ramen noodles.
Hey, play this video again, man.
Okay, so I had to make a fucking video because a lot of y'all are ignorant and you lack reading comprehension. So I can't type it because you're not gonna fucking get it because you're slow. So let me explain. The original tweet, the dude said, why would I come home and clean up when I've been at work all day and you've been at home? Bitch, because we're fucking partners, okay? If I am sitting around all day at home and I'm doing everything, all of the housework all the time, and you go to work and you have your days off, bitch, I want a day off too. The fuck, and I'm gonna take one. And if you come home from work and the house is dirty and you don't like that, then this is what you can do. You can either help me clean the fuck up because we're partners, or you can be patient and wait till I clean it up when I fucking feel like it. And that's just how it's gonna be. And if you disagree with that, then you can fucking pay me like the maid that you want to treat me like and the nanny that you want to treat me like. Or if you don't understand that, look up financial abuse, educate yourself.
Financial abuse. No, financial abuse is because y'all want to control the aspects of a relationship without having to put anything into the relationship. Feminists didn't fight for y'all to be this lazy, man. Come on, man. All right, seriously. How you expect to be somebody's wife? How you gonna be somebody's wife? How are women like this going to be somebody's wife if they are too lazy to work around the house? And the thing about keeping a house clean is the word keeping the house clean. You should not have to clean the house every day. You should keep the house clean. That means the house should look a certain way every single day. You know why? Because you clean up behind yourself. You keep the house from becoming a mess. And the thing is, a lot of Western women don't understand that concept. And they don't understand that concept because they're too busy trying to get into these gender war back and forth with men about what they're not gonna do or what they gonna do, instead of them looking at the fact that not a lot of men these days are looking to wife up women like that. Not in no serious long-term relationship. You know, maybe as far as a casual friends with benefits type situation, you might be a side piece because then you don't have to worry about him coming home to your house because he ain't gonna be there except for maybe once a week and not on the holidays. So a lot of these women don't understand the side chick energy that they give off with all this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. On his day off, he should be cleaning up the house and cooking, not me. You're giving off a lot of side chick energy. And that's why a lot of women are being put in that side chick category because of the side chick energy they're giving off. And they don't understand that they're giving off this side chick energy, which keeps men from wanting to wife them up. These men get with these women, lie to them, sleep with them, and then when they get bored with them, they leave them. And they don't understand why. It's because you're giving off a lot of side chick energy. You show that you don't have what it takes to be a capable wife and homemaker, right? So you're being put in a category of a side piece. You're being put in a category of a one-night stand jump off. And a lot of guys don't see you as a long-term option for a relationship. They don't. But you have these entitled women like this, like in the video, who you can tell has probably gotten by based on her looks. Now, she may not look, a perfect 10 in this video, but I'm pretty sure when she's dolled up, and you see her, body or whatever, she probably has been able to get boyfriends regardless. So she tends to act a certain way because she feels like no matter what she says and does, she's going to get attention from guys and she's going to be able to have a boyfriend. But how many of those guys actually stay? How many of those men actually stay in those relationships? At some point, they end up leaving because they get tired of the nonsense. They get tired of the gender war, and they get tired of the I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. These females nowadays, especially the Gen Z and even you millennial women, you don't understand the damage that is being done to your dating life. You just have no clue.
How can you be sitting at the house all day and doing all the housework?
Appreciate that, JX. If you sitting at the house all day, you need to be doing something. You don't need to be on Facebook. You don't need to be on Instagram. You need to be doing something around the house. You need to be in a partnership. These women claim that they're in a partnership. Why don't you actually be a partner and partner yourself in that kitchen and cook? Partner yourself in that house and make sure it stays clean, and you don't have to go and re-clean the house every day because you don't clean up behind yourself. Why don't you have a system for how you keep the house clean to where you don't have to go back and forth to re-clean the house every morning? Now, that doesn't mean that men who work shouldn't clean up behind themselves. Yes, if you're not a messy person, you're going to clean up behind yourself. I'm not saying that you should work and be lazy when you get home and just throw things around all over the place. Don't wash your dishes and your utensils or your cups. You should absolutely do that. But if you are a stay-at-home girlfriend, or even to you lazy stay-at-home wives, because there's a lot of y'all. You're always on YouTube and other platforms. You lazy wives who sit at home and you're always on a live stream, or you're always in a chat room or a comment section somewhere. You got all this advice, but your life don't match the advice. You need to be doing something around the house. Make it easier for your guy. Because I know some of you women probably don't even respect the men you're with. You're with them out of convenience. You're with them because you have gotten complacent and you just want to be with somebody and he's willing to work and you're not. So that's how that relationship works. If you had it your way, you would have left them a long time ago. But because you don't want to work, you sit up there and you want to complain. You want to complain. Instead of making making the situation better by keeping the house clean instead of allowing the house throughout. And you know what's crazy? Is that you got a lot of single women out here. You got a lot of single women out here, man. That's what's crazy. You got a lot of single women out here. And they're struggling when it comes to relationships. They are struggling. They're struggling. But you got women who are in relationships complaining about having a man that works. Having a man who's willing to go to work all day, probably working overtime. And all he wants you to do is keep the house clean. But you don't even want to do that. You want to call people slow because they don't agree with your slow logic. That's why a lot of these women don't understand why they're getting cheated on or why they get left for another woman, because you don't have the qualities that it takes to keep a man. That's why you keep losing them. A lot of Western women, they're losing men. They're not gaining men. They're losing them. And they're losing them because they think that there's always going to be another man that they're going to be able to get with. They always think that. But there's a lot of women in the dating market that's going to tell you differently. There's a lot of women right now that's in the dating market. They've been single for a while. They thought that they were going to be able to find somebody, but that side chick energy that they have is keeping them from being in long-term relationships. It's keeping them from being remarried. And then they want to blame certain ideology labels as to why they can't get a man. And you got the simps doing the same thing. You got the simps that's sitting up there wanting to blame men on social media for why there's an overwhelming number of women who are single in the dating market. A lot of those women are Gen Z and millennial and Gen X. You even got some of these boomers that are single and ain't mingling, okay? They can't keep a man either. A lot of damage is being done. The dating market is oversaturated. And yes, men have the options like crazy. Men got so many options, it's crazy. You got women leaving their husbands and boyfriends because they want to be single for the summer. And what they don't understand is once that is over and they think that they're going to be able to find somebody to be in a relationship with, that's not how it's going to work. That's not how it's going to work. A lot of you females are going to be taking a lot of L's this year. You don't have the qualities. Listen, you got women who are in long-term relationships. They ain't been single for a long time. And they were able to mask the fact that they were lazy. They were able to mask the fact that they are dysfunctional, that they might be a little crazy. They were able to mask that by being in a long-term relationship. You have women now leaving those long-term relationships. And now they can't hide the fact that they don't have those qualities anymore. You got women getting divorced. They ain't been single in years. Now all of a sudden they're on the dating market. They were able to hide their flaws by saying that they were married or they're in a relationship. But what happens when these women date again and these men see that these women are not the most cleanly? Their house is not clean. They go to these women's house dirty, car dirty, right? And they're like, man, I can't, I'm not going to wife up no chick. Like, look how dirty she is. And he has to tell you that. And then you want to come to his house and dirt up his house. He keep his place tidy, and you want to come over there and mess up and eat on dishes and don't. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why you still on a date market. You wonder why your relationships don't last very long because you don't have the qualities. You're not helping him do anything. You got women that talk about they were married for 10 years. They were in a relationship for 10, 15 years. And then they get out that relationship and they start dating again. And the men that they're dating aren't going to put up with what the guy that they were with put up with. That's not going to happen.
Women keep shaming blue-collar work.
Appreciate that, Joe Smith. They shame it because they want a man who has like a glamour job, like an entertainer, somebody that they see on social media. They want a socialite boyfriend. A man with a blue collar job, even though there are high paying blue collar jobs, they're so ignorant they don't understand that. Right? They don't understand that. But it'd be their loss, because they end up getting with one of these struggle rappers because they see his profile, they see he got some followers. You know what I'm saying? He has stacks of money, which is probably not even his money. And they think that's the type of guy they want. Then they get with him and realize he ain't making no money. He's a struggle rapper, right? He actually owes money for studio time. And they don't see that until it's too late. But they want to go after these males with these glamour jobs, right? In entertainment or whatnot. Instead of actually but actually dating a guy, getting to know him, in his job and how much he makes and, how successful he is at what he does. There's a lot of successful men out here who these women don't even look in the direction of because they don't have a glamour job. And then these women wonder why they're single. Salute to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. Salute to y'all. Let's see, let's watch this video again of this belligerent, possibly Gen Zer, who is just lost.
Okay, so I had to make a fucking video because a lot of y'all are ignorant and you lack reading
Listen
comprehension.
look that doing it for the Facebook, either for the Facebook or for the Instagram. They always got to go make a video. They can't clean the house, but they can go make a video for Facebook.
So I can't type it because you're not going to fucking get it because you're slow. So let me explain. The original tweet, the dude said, why would I come home and clean up when I've been at work all day and you've been at home? Bitch, because we're fucking partners, okay? If I am sitting around all day at home and I'm doing everything, all of the housework all the time, and you go to work and you have your days off, bitch, I want a day off too. The fuck, and I'm going to take one. And if you come home from work and the house is dirty and you don't like that, then this is what you can do. You can either help me clean the fuck up because we're partners, or you can be patient and wait till I clean it up when I fucking feel like it. And that's just how it's going to be. And if you disagree with that, then you can fucking pay me like the maid that you want to treat me like and the nanny that you want to treat me like. Or if you don't understand that, look up financial abuse, educate yourself, and get the fuck up out my mention. Okay, so I had to make a fuck.
They can go and make a video for social media, but they can't go and clean up the house and cook a hot meal and keep the house from getting dirty, but they can go make a video for Facebook. You see where their mind state is? And why is it that you got women that want to be paid for everything? You got to pay her to do this and pay her to do that. You want your house to be dirty, I got to pay you to clean your own house. You know? And then I'll tell you, these chicks wonder why they are single. They wonder why they are still single after what? Year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Can't get a man, can't keep one. I don't care how good some of you women think you look. That's not going to keep a man. Because unlike you, men are going to be able to exercise those options because men are not as vain as women and they're not looking for a specific type. Men just want to kick it and have fun. I told y'all about the video about the girl who her ex-boyfriend was trying to get in her car and the new boyfriend was recording the video. And when they drove off, he showed himself and he looked just like the old boyfriend, dreads and all. These women have a specific type, man. And then they wonder why those relationships continue to falter because you are obsessed. You're stuck. And that is why a lot of these women are stuck in the dating market, confused, angry, bitter, blaming everybody and everything for why they can't get or keep a man. No, look yourself in the mirror. Look at the decisions that you made. Stop trying to point the finger. You don't have what it takes. You don't. You don't have what it takes, man. You can't get mad at the messenger. Get mad at yourself. All I can do is tell you the truth. That's all I can do. You Western women are out here losing. You're losing. I see you, Ashley. What's up, Gerald? Y'all taking losses. And then y'all want to run to social media and blame everybody else. Look yourself in the mirror. Then you got these males that want to enable them. They want to enable them because they're married or in relationships. Your wife might be the most miserable woman on the planet, and you don't even know.
This is why people don't listen to women when they talk. Tears of joy, tears of joy.
Shout out to Nana E. You know what's crazy? People got mad at Steve Harvey when Steve Harvey said that he doesn't have any female friends. Like, why? You got women like this who ain't saying nothing. What is the point? What is the point of having a female friend if she's not saying nothing? You know, she's more of a burden because she's so emotional and so crazy, right? What's the point of having her around, being friends with her? And then you got these male enablers who themselves are probably with some woman who's miserable, who wishes that she could be with somebody else, but she's comfortable. She's comfortable with the fact that he probably makes good money and takes care of her. So she stays. But for how long? Because at some point, women are going to look in the mirror and they're going to say, you know what? I'm out of here. Meanwhile, you're on social media being a male enabler to women because you want those women to like you. You lame, bum ass simp you. Okay? You pandering, delusional, goofy male you. You no respect getting, no box getting from your wife males you. So you come to social media to get something because you're not getting nothing at home from your wife, from your woman. You males are a pathetic excuse of men. That's why females like this can go around saying what they're saying. Because you idiots put a battery in their back. Because why? You think he gonna sleep with these women? You don't know how deep in the friend zone you are. You don't know how deep in the friend zone you are. And I see these Captain Saber holes every single day in my comment sections or sending me DM messages talking about my looks. Once again, these people are obsessed with my looks. If I had any problem with my looks, I wouldn't have put that video that I have in my IG stories up. You can say whatever you want about me. I have rarely, if ever, had a woman call me ugly. Ever. And I've had women get pissed off at me. They say everything else but that. Okay? So, honestly, we have a situation where these women are being pushed to the brink of their own destruction. They don't understand it. And don't understand it because you have these male enablers. You have these dead inside women who are dead inside. They have no soul. Telling these women that they should have this sort of spirit, right? This thought spirit. No? This thought spirit, they want them to be man, womanizers, right? You got women to be man eaters. They don't understand how that makes them look. They don't understand that you will be judged by trying to sleep with a bunch of guys just cause. You don't understand how much damage that does to your psyche as a woman. But if you don't have a soul, then maybe you can handle all that. Maybe you can handle all that. You know? But I want people to understand that when I speak on these things, I speak on them because it needs to be said. It needs to be said. Because a lot of guys will tiptoe around it. They don't want to piss off women. I don't care. My commentary ain't for everybody. There were probably women that supported me 5-6 months ago that don't anymore. Who cares? You weren't supported anyway. You got mad probably because I told you the truth about yourself. And people don't want to hear the truth about themselves. That's why they have an adverse reaction. But don't support and follow me if you're going to feel some type of way, because this is my speed. This is where I go. I don't change. There will be no pandering. So I want y'all to understand this. Live your life to be happy, not to be miserable. A lot of y'all are just straight up miserable for no reason. You're miserable for no reason. A lot of these women don't have to be miserable, but because they've been used up at such a young age, a lot of these women are used up before they're even 23, 24 years old. And they bring all that dysfunction and bitterness to social media. They bring all of this dysfunction, all this mental illness. And then they want to blame all of us. And then they want to say, well, I would never date you, but I'm angry at you. It's like, what? It's like, what? And let me say this too. I've heard this too. And I know I'm kind of going on different, I'm going on different, tangents, but I want to say this because I think this is important. You got people, right? They say that content creators who talk about women can't get a woman in real life. They'll talk about how we will say this, but we'll never say it to a woman. That's true. You know why? Because I'm not going to go out there with a megaphone saying this stuff, because the way I live my life, I avoid women I don't want to be with. And I attract the women that want to be with me. I'm not going to tell women what they want to hear to sleep with them like the majority of you males do. None of you guys are honest with women. That's why, well, that's what brought you here in the first place, because that karma caught up with you. A lot of these blue pill males that pretend to be red pill, they want to be in male groupings, on, especially here on social media, but none of them have the red pill ideology. They're just here to rant because that karma of lying and deceiving women caught up with them. Now these niggas got daughters. Now all of a sudden they had a change of heart. Or, they done got dragged through child support or dragged through, divorce. Now all of a sudden they want to seek out red pill ideology, but nothing about them has changed. Nothing about them has changed. They're the same fake, fraudulent, lying, deceiving ass males they've been, for forever. And that's not going to change. It's not going to change. They still female identified today as they was months and years ago. You female identified males are easy to spot. You think you can hide amongst men, but you can't. You will always be spotted. It's easy to see you. All you got to do is have an attractive woman around, and you'll see it. They go from being, they believing in what you're saying, to all of a sudden, devoting their life to a woman they don't even know, trying to date her, trying to get to know her. So when I hear these males talk about how you say this stuff on social media because you can't get a woman, or you would never say it to any of these. I say this stuff to women every day on here, and that don't run them off. So what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? There's women here listening to me every day. They donate to me. They follow me. They flirt with me. So how can you say the things that I say I couldn't say in public? Yeah. I'm not going to go out and randomly say it. I'm going to say it to the women that was going to listen. And I would still go out in public and say it to women I don't know. I don't care. But y'all so used to lying to women and telling them what they want to hear, you can't be real with them. That's why these Western women are mentally screwed up because of, not just because of you, but because of how you dealt with these women and how many of these women you've ruined. A lot of you males have ruined a lot of these Western women, and you know you have. But then when they ruin your ass, you want to run to YouTube talking about you going your own way or you red pill. You're a liar. You're not going your own way. You're a fucking liar. You're just a weak coward, and you always will be, because you can't handle telling these women about themselves. I can, and guess what? They still support me. But you wouldn't know anything about that because you're trying to sleep with these women as fast as possible. So you tell them what they want to hear. That's why you will say, well, you would never say that to women in public. Yes, I would. If I felt like it, I would. And by the way, if it's easy for me to build an audience using just my voice, what the hell do you think I can do when I'm not on here? You don't think I can attract people outside of this? Huh? How does that even make any sense? How does that even make any sense? Obviously, a lot of you don't know people. You don't know their tendencies. You don't know who they are on the inside mentally. You think you know them, but you don't, because of all the lying and deceiving you've done. Salute to everybody that's here. Y'all have helped ruined these Western women. You've boosted their fragile egos. Now this is what you got. This is the bullshit you got here.
Video, because a lot of y'all are ignorant and you lack reading comprehension. So I can't type it because you're not going to fucking get it because you're slow. So let me explain. The original tweet, the dude said, why would I come home and clean up when I've been at work all day and you've been at home? Bitch, because we're fucking partners, okay? If I am sitting around all day at home and I'm doing everything, all of the housework all the time, and you go to work and you have your days off, bitch, I want a day off too. The fuck, and I'm gonna take one. And if you come home from work and the house is dirty and you don't like that, then this is what you can do. You can either help me clean the fuck up because we're partners, or you can be patient and wait till I clean it up when I fucking feel like it. And that's just how it's gonna be. And if you disagree with that, then you can fucking pay me like the maid that you want to treat me like and the nanny that you want to treat me like. Or if you don't understand that, look up financial abuse, educate yourself, and get the fuck up out my mention.
And on that note, yeah, I'm gonna take a few phone calls. And again, don't linger on my line. And I don't want a bunch of males calling in. PSA. I'll take a few phone calls. Why not, man? Yeah, these women have absolutely no respect for y'all. Yo, what's going on?
Hey Jay, this is Monica. Denise, how you doing?
I'm doing good. What's up, Denise?
Nothing. I just want to know that remember we talked about last time on the live. I'm officially done with everything, so there's nothing to be worried about. I am okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So I just wanted to let you know because I know you were worried about me, and I And thank you for worrying, by the way. I had to be admitted in the hospital for a suicidal tendency. So I just got out today, and I'm doing good. Thankfully, everything is said and done. And about the Western woman, too, I'm like really astonished about that. I'm floored about that. It's crazy. I don't know what else to say to you. It's like, I guess women don't know how to act, Western women, and they think that everything that they do is okay and whatever it's okay, and that's not the case. There's no accountability. There's nothing good about the relationship with men or just period. So I just want to let you know that, and thank you for worrying about me, and I love you, Jay.
All right, I appreciate that, and it's good to hear from you. It's good that everything is good with you. All right, Denisa?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Be blessed, and much respect and love to you.
Same to you, Denisa, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Shout out to her. She said she's good, Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on, brother?
All right. I'm good. What's up?
I know you didn't want they didn't want that many males calling, man, but I appreciate you for taking the call anyhow.
All right.
J. Rob Visits again. I think I've called him here before.
Okay.
Anyway, pertaining to the topic, man. I just believe these women with Western ideologies and Western beliefs and system of beliefs, man. There's a multitude of factors that come into play with this. I mean, we could dissect this video for probably about 3 hours. To me, what a lot of women seem to lack is virtues of integrity, right?
Yeah.
Virtues. I mean, is it just me, or does it appear to be that women such as perhaps your grandmother or someone from an older generation just seems to have more informed ideologies of altruism, of virtues, of giving, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they end up raising the children.
Right. And there's so many logical fallacies in that woman's diatribe that she was going on, these platitudes about. She doesn't even realize that living at home is a luxury. It's a luxury, is it not? That's that's a luxury that's not extended to a lot of people. If you were with a man who has the capacity to provide for you, and you have the luxury to be at home, then cleaning is merely just a formality. That's just something that you just do.
Yeah.
Because you have pride and integrity in your space, so why would you not want it to present it in a manner that would be conducive to being clean? As the adage goes, cleanliness is next to godliness, is it not?
Oh yeah.
So I think of a stoic sentiment of we suffer more in our imagination than reality. A lot of these women, to me, don't have the mental capacity to really navigate their lives in the best way, which is why I'm such an advocate, a vehement advocate of mental health for everyone in our community, right? Man or woman. Because a lot of people do not have the mental capabilities to traverse their life, because women in general, a lot of women nowadays lack foresight, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. And is it just me, brother, or does it appear to be that you notice that video that she made?
Yeah.
And how she presents herself.
Yeah, she's she has a lack of respect for people, especially men. It seems like to me. Yeah.
And a lack of respect for herself, which is even more, intriguing to me. And you present yourself in this manner and wonder why people deviate from you, divest themselves from you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, to me, it's just apparent. But anyway, I don't want to hold you up, brother, man. I know you got other people want to get on the line, but I appreciate you taking my call, brother.
All right, I appreciate.
I hope the information that I gave you was helpful. I hope that conversation. Was helpful.
Every phone call is helpful, man. I think everybody brings something different to the conversation. I just want everybody to be able to speak their piece on it because I've said enough. So
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. All right, appreciate it, brother. God bless.
Right. You too, man. Thanks for the call. All right, appreciate that. Yeah, when I take phone calls, I want to hear y'all take on it. You know, I want to hear what y'all had to say about the topic. You know, y'all have heard me enough for about an hour, so I just want to hear what y'all have to say about it. That's all. But shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. Shout out to a boy. Say capping heavy like Cardi B. Appreciate it. Yo, what's going on?
This is Mellow Bird.
What's good, Mellow Bird?
It's going great. So I had to call in for this one.
Okay.
The lady is ridiculous. One of the first things that men look for after you guys are in a committed relationship is, especially if you want to get married, is common decency and respect for him as a partner and your surroundings and yourself. Respect all around. Can you respect yourself, your surroundings, and him? And I think it's ridiculous when she said that I don't want to clean every day.
Right.
You shouldn't have to clean every day.
Yeah.
I know you already said it, but I was going to call in just to say that you shouldn't have to clean every day. You need to pick up after yourself.
Clean up behind yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you gotta do wifely things before you can be a wife. Because why would somebody buy you a ring, buy you, and you haven't shown evidence of it?
Right.
You know, it's like buying a car and you haven't even seen it and been in it.
That's why I say if you don't have the qualities, it's gonna be exposed eventually. Because some women they've been in long-term relationships, so they think that because this guy put up with her, you know, that another guy will, and that's not how it works. Anyway.
Well, yeah, and you know, I believe a guy that puts up with it is two things: he's there for her body, or he is too weak to take charge and demand her to respect him, her surroundings, and herself. Yeah. He would rather not say anything to keep the peace, and she's not going to respect that. End up leaving anyway. So.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
why. Yeah, that's why I say you know, a lot of these women like guys that guys that basically will submit to them and will not challenge them intellectually or what goes on in the household.
Right. And you know, I've been with someone like that who they just wouldn't stand up, and it's like, and I never put them in a position where I was challenging them, but you gotta make decisions. You have to be able to make decisions and criticize. Yeah. And if you're afraid to, how can you lead the household?
Yeah.
So that's my only comment. Hopefully this lady grows up and realizes the error of her ways and her thinking, so that she can actually be with someone long term and it works out. So well, thank you for taking my call.
All right, Mellow Bird. Thanks for calling in. All right.
You're welcome. All right, bye.
Bye. Shout out to Mellow Bird. I noticed that there are some women that don't like when I put up pictures of certain women, right? I put a picture of a light-skinned woman, I'm a colorist. I put a picture of a dark-skinned woman, I'm a colorist. Yo, what's going on?
Jay, this is Angela C.
What's going on, Angela C?
Yes, the girl in the video and girls like her, they're just lazy. They don't even clean their home. They be on social media all day, I mean, it makes no sense for somebody to be gone probably 8 to 12 hours working and the house is still dirty. I
Right.
know this because I'm a stay-at-home mom and this house is clean and dinner is ready. It just makes no sense for somebody to work that long and have to come home and clean up. It's like, what have you been doing all day? Just like a man has completed his task at work, how did you not complete your task at home? Like, what are you doing to where the house isn't clean and you got to clean it every single day? Like, you probably got to straighten it up. You know, the kids, moving toys and stuff around. But you shouldn't have to do like the clean every single day. Like, what are you doing all day, every day?
Nothing. Seemed like being on Facebook and Instagram like this female, she's making a Facebook video.
Right. And then she was trying to say, we're partners. Like, she's trying to use that word to try to disguise the fact that she's lazy. That has nothing to do with partners. If you were a partner, you'll be doing your part at home while he's doing his part at work. He's not going to come home and help you clean, and you're trying to use this whole partnership. No, cut the crap. The house should have already been clean. It don't take all day to clean the house.
No, it don't. It just it doesn't even take that long as, like I said, you have a certain system of what you clean first and how you clean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got kids that like to play with toys, get something to put the toys in every night, you know, so that in the morning you don't have to worry about that. They can't even do that.
Right. And then, you know, the kids usually will have like their own room. So when they destroy the room, you know, you tell the kids, well, help me clean them, you know, get this, get that. That's what I did with my kids when they were small, because I understood kids can be messy. But, you know, I'll tell them, here, put your toys back in the toy box and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, as the kids get older, they understand not to just be tearing up the house.
Right.
That was a no-no. So that you should already have that in check, especially as they get older. If you teach them while they're small, they'll get it as they get older. Because my son is 10 and my daughter is 5, and they get it. You know, you're not tearing up the house. Like, because I see, like, a lot of single moms say, girl, this house is terrible because I got all these kids. And it's like, even if you have all those kids, this place shouldn't have mildew. I shouldn't see fungus. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's the place be tore up. Like, I don't care how many kids you got. These kids going to have to learn now, start when they're small. Like, I have seen some of these females home, and it's like, okay, I can tell you don't clean up at all.
Right.
Like, there's your...
Yeah, just look at their car, man. It's not about their house, man. They got a dirty car. You already know. I'm telling you, man. That's a window.
Yeah.
Okay, literally and figuratively, there's a window into the, you know.
Yeah, but these young girls gonna have to learn. Like, no one is gonna tolerate that. I've actually seen memes. And I see people debate on Facebook when I had a Facebook, and it was saying, should a man be upset if he worked all day and he came home and the house was messy? And then, you know, some people saying, well, yeah, and then some people were saying, well, it all depends. Like, no, there is no all depend. If he's gone all day working, hello. And then in the picture, it showed the wife just sitting down, and she was on her phone, and the house was tore up, and it's like, of course he's going to be upset. She's not doing her part. And, you know, now you have women nowadays saying, well, you know, I work too, so, you know, I should make him do it. Like, no, nobody told you to work. And even if you are working, you're still going to do the housework and tend to the kids, so... It is what it is. But nowadays, these girls are lazy. It's like they're trying to find reasons to get out of doing what they are supposed to be doing, while telling men what they are supposed to be doing. That's literally what we are seeing, and it's
excuses.
crazy.
Yeah, it's becoming. They want to make excuses.
Yeah. They love telling men, well, you're supposed to, but don't tell them what they are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Oh, all hell would break loose. They come in what they're supposed to be doing. It's like they always want to follow tradition only when it benefits them. So they want men to say, to traditional, and they're trying to be modern. It's like, no, that's not how this works. And that's what's going on today. It's craziness, and it's not going to help them, and they won't realize it until they're like much older, and then now they're going to be, bitter and upset. I mean, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, and that's the problem that they're gonna face. They don't see that, and they're regressing, and they don't notice that they're regressing. They're definitely regressing.
Yep. But that's what I want to say. Is just pure laziness. That's really all that is. I mean, most girls today, from what I'm hearing, they can't cook, they don't clean, and it's like, so what are they doing all day?
They're on social media. They're on some live stream, or they're on some comment section, in some group. That's where they're at,
Yeah. But that's all I want to say, Jay.
Okay. All right, Angela C. Thanks for the call in, all right? You have a good one.
You too.
All right. Shout out to Angela C. with the call in. Yeah, these women too busy making Facebook videos, But yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of women out here with dirty ass cars, and you can tell, you already know the house gonna be dirty. Cause people who are cleanly, they don't have dirty cars, especially if you're not in it that much, and you got like food boxes and bags all over the place, shoes and clothes all in there. Change of clothes for no reason. All right, see. Make sure y'all like the stream. Shout out to all the women listening with their man, listening to me with their man. I feel special, maybe. Said I could tell when a chick is lousy. Take one look at her and know if she got dishes all in the sink. And sometimes you can. No, that nasty attitude, might make her nasty in other areas, huh? Salute to everybody that's here. Financial abuse. Why do women find more ways to make themselves victims? What about all the men that are in financial abusive relationships? All these hobos that are in these financially abusive relationships. They getting bullied by their girlfriends, kicked out of the house whenever these women feel like it. No, they're just getting a lot of they're getting very much. The only people who are getting financially abused are the hobos. The hobos are the only ones getting financially abused, man. They out here getting pushed around, bullied, talked down to. That's financial abuse. That's fine. Financial abuse ain't when a man is working all day to take care of his girlfriend or wife and children. Like, come on, man. Financial abuse. There's a lot of struggling women out here that ain't got no man. You're educating Jazz and our daughter. That's cool to know, Robert. Yeah, and that's and listen, there's no such thing as financial abuse. It's just another term for a lot of these Western feminist women to become victims. So they say financial abuse. Well, I don't know what type of situation you're getting into to be financially abused. I mean, if you're with a man, he's not going to let you spend his money up. He's not going to let you talk to him any kind of way. And yes, you need to have the house clean when he gets home, especially if he's working. Remember, these women ain't with no alpha males, period. They don't want that. Now, they will sleep with a guy who's considered more alpha, but their relationships are with men that they can control and push around. You know? Yeah, Angela, everything is abuse now. Everything is a way to become a victim in our society. They want to be victims. May take another call or two, or maybe not. They just want to be a victim. So everything is abuse now. So how are you going to avoid that financial abuse? Are you going to date a guy who doesn't make a lot of money to avoid that financial abuse? Like I'm telling you, they are ruining themselves, and they're going to have nobody to blame but themselves. They're going to have nobody to blame but themselves. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Jay? It's Robert.
What's good, Robert?
Nothing much, man. My daughter's been pushing me to call you all night, so I finally I'll call you if you go to
Okay.
bed.
All right.
So, we're over here watching the stream, all of us now. We got the whole family watching you now.
Okay, cool, man.
And
that's cool.
So
family
the
show.
whole thing about, these women that talking about they don't cook or clean. I've noticed a lot of women have got this whole Cardi B mindset. Listen, I guess she has that song where she talks about where she don't cook or clean.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, why are y'all buying into that? Because y'all want to be Cardi B so bad, but here's the difference. Cardi B is rich.
Right.
That woman lives in a penthouse in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
You chicks live in Section 8.
Right.
So y'all need to, stop. Y'all need to stop and think, these chicks are trying so hard. Oh, I'm going to be a bad B. I'm going to be a bad B like Cardi B.
Uh-huh.
No, you can't be a bad B like her because she's rich.
Yeah.
And furthermore, while y'all are buying into the nonsense, buying into those songs, talking about you don't cook, you don't clean, you don't need a man, wasn't this the same chick that begged Offset to take her back, even though he cheated on her? So it just goes to show you that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he was doing the begging, but she went right back to him like a puppy dog because she felt like she needed him.
Exactly. So y'all's own, goddess or queen, however y'all want to think about her, she ended up taking back the dude that cheated on her. So it's like, you've got to make yourself valuable. What I've noticed about a lot of these women, though, when you talk about being more traditional, cooking, cleaning, being more feminine, they see that as weakness. Like, they're like, oh, so you just want a slave. Oh, y'all just want a slave. It's like, no, I didn't say anything about it. I don't want a servant. You can have your own opinion. You can have your own thoughts. But I want, if I'm going to be out 12, 13, 14 hours a day, well, when I come home, can you at least have, mac and cheese on the table ready for me?
Right.
Can you at least have, my, the laundry done? So, but again, a lot of these women, they think that, oh, well, when a man says he wants someone who can cook and clean, they instantly think, oh, you just want a slave.
Yeah,
you want somebody you can control.
Yeah, like ain't the kids gotta eat too? You gotta eat,
Exactly. You meet with these. I'll be on Facebook and they'll be like, oh, no, Robert, you just want a slave. Oh, your friends just want a slave because, y'all just want to go out there and go cheat while she's at home cooking. So hell no. I'm going to be a bad bee. But what? Right. I'm like, well, that's why I'm in a relationship, and that's why y'all still single, looking for attention on Facebook.
Right.
So, yeah, circle of life. But, hey, man, just thanks for taking my call. You're educating myself. You're educating Jasmine. And apparently, you're educating the kids, too.
Okay,
so
cool.
That's what you do, man.
That's cool. I appreciate that, man. And shout out to you and the fam, all right?
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too, man. Shout out to Robert with the call in. Got the whole family watching. I told y'all this is a family show, even though I've cursed a little bit. but still a family show. You know, I want it to be so because I'm trying to teach the younger generation as well as the older generation something, at least something. Maybe they're not learning anything. Maybe they're just hearing my perspective. You know, maybe I'm just a guy just saying certain things. You know, but yeah, it's a lot of y'all that are single and you're miserable. You know, we're just in a bad situation right now. Yeah, you know, if the family got to eat, so shouldn't you cook for everybody? You don't have to cook for me specifically, but cook for the family. You got to eat. You know, unless you've been snacking and eating fast food all day. If you've been snacking and eating fast food all day, then I could see why in your mind you feel like you're obligated to cook. But why don't you just wait so you can cook for everybody so everybody can eat? Yo, you live. What's going on?
What's up, Jaye? This is Chris out of downtown, man.
What's good, Chris?
Man, I'm just sitting back listening to this broadcast with my girl, man.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm going to say this, man. Thanks you put some fire under her one time, man. She got up and made me a sandwich, man.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. And I want to say this, though, man. She kind of rough around the edges, man, but she's coachable.
Okay.
What you think about that? She coachable, though. She just kind of rough around the edges. What you think about that, man?
Well, anybody can learn as long as they're willing to learn and grow and progress. I think there's promise there. Now, if they're not, if they're sort of like adversarial all the time, but I mean, because it's your situation, I would say, if she's willing to learn, go with it. Why not?
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I'm gonna give her a chance, man. But thanks for taking my call, man. I'm gonna hang up and keep listening.
Okay, all right, cool, man. Thanks for the call, man. All right.
Yep, thanks.
All right. Shout out to Chris with the call in. Yeah, man. I mean, if you have a young lady that's willing to grow and is willing to progress, I mean, there's promise there. Just do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Person makes you happy. Go. Do what you feel is needed. All right. Yeah, shout out to the couples that are listening. That's cool, man. The more people that listen, the better. Because I feel like I have something to say. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, Miss Song. If you don't like what's being done here, go to somebody else's channel. Y'all should already know how to do things. Y'all come here with all these complaints when there's nothing you can do about it. So why even try? All you're going to do is get ridiculed. You might get a little roasted. You might get kicked out the chat. So what do you think is going to happen? You know what I'm saying? How do you think this is going to go? How do you think this is going to go? Is this going to go in your favor or is it going to go in mine? Or maybe the people in the chat room. Let me tell y'all something, man. You got melanated women for years. They have made black men the face of negative relationships, right? Cheaters, abusers. We have been the face of so much negativity over the decades. But they can't handle a black face being on a YouTube live stream. That just says a lot more about you than it does us. I could have a white face and I can go in just as much. You probably be here crying and complaining too. Because a lot of you women are narcissistic. All right? Narcissistic, very much so. I don't know if that's Maria. It might be. Oh, you mean Mia. You mean Mia, not Maria. You mean Mia. All that narcissism and no man. All that narcissism and no man. Y'all coming to where the real men are. That's making this content or other content. That's what y'all coming to get a real perspective on shit, man. Because we are the growing majority. People are starting to listen and agree with us more and more. They are. Y'all have tried for years to make us the face of all things bad when it comes to relationships. You know? And all we're doing is saying our piece that people don't like. You know? Yeah, like we're the narcissistic ones, but I see a lot of women getting heated over the littlest things. You know, just the littlest things. They will come to you and tell you how mad they are about it. You know? They want to tell you how mad they are. They don't know you. They've never listened to you. But because one thing they don't like, they want to come all directly to you and tell you how much they don't like it when they could avoid it. And what's funny is that a lot of these women don't even like each other. If you were to ask a lot of melanated women, they will tell you that they can't stand other melanated women. They have male friends. They don't have female friends. But they want to get on here and act like they're part of one unit, united. They may have a united front, but there's nothing united about them whatsoever. They cannot stand each other. They can't. So they pretend. So what they will do is they will pretend like they like these women in order to gain something. I don't know what you come in here to gain, but y'all are idiots. You're not gaining anything but a teachable moment, because this is a teachable moment for you heifers. You heifers are some of the lousiest girlfriends, wives ever, and you don't even realize it.
Those are the same women say they divesting tears of
right,
joy.
You're divesting, but you're here. Why are you here? Why are you on in my here to tell me how much you don't like something? Don't you got something better? Don't you have a man? Don't you have something better to do? You know what I'm saying? If you was my woman, you would not be on nobody's live stream saying nothing about nobody where they have to say anything about you. Because if I see that, you're not on there very much longer. But here's what happens when your man ain't running nothing. He just there. He just there. A lot of y'all are with men that are just there. They ain't doing nothing, man. They not contributing nothing. They're not doing nothing. They, they get no respect whatsoever. They get no respect. They get no respect in that relationship. They get played. They get treated badly. Y'all divesting into worse relationships. That's what y'all doing. Y'all are divesting into worse and worse relationships. And also, it seems like you are seeping deeper and deeper into mental illness. There's a lot of mentally ill women out here. I told y'all I came across a video where they're actually calling a Puerto Rican man a black, they basically was calling him a black American man, and they were talking about how these black men are out here taking the lives of women, when you could clearly see he's a Puerto Rican man who speaks Spanish, and he's not from America. He's not from here, okay? Even though Puerto Rico is basically here, but I mean, if you look at him, it's not a black American man, but they want to add him in there to sort of demonize us as black men as a whole. But do you see me going to that channel and saying anything? No. Why the fuck would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I go to people's channels I don't know to tell them how badly I don't like what they're saying or what picture they have up? You people are sick and weird. You're mentally ill. You're weirdos. You're weirdos. And you want to come here and you want to tell me how you don't like something as if like what you want me to do? Seriously. That's that mental illness. That's that narcissism that is rampant in you heifers, man. That's why you can't keep a man. That's why you're losing more men than you're getting. Once men spot that mental illness, they get away from you. They want nothing to do with you because you're mentally ill, you're weird, and you're sick. You're mentally weird and you're sick. You're sick and you need to be diagnosed. Get the internet away from some of these women. And some of you males too. You know, I think that it's sad. But I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to continue to check you and put you in your place. I'm going to continue to put out here the dysfunction that is the modern westernized woman. A lot of y'all are just sick in the head. You are slowly deteriorating from not having any love in your life. That's why a lot of you are alcoholics, pill poppers, you're snorting cocaine. We have to talk about this. They did a whole front page, you know, you're the front page of a news article of you basically being a messy drinker. Did y'all go complain to them about that and your image? Did y'all go complain to that magazine about your image, about them showcasing you as a single woman who is junky and middle age, but junky, a drinker, a pill popper, mess? Like, did y'all go complain to them and say you're messing up our image? So why are you here to tell me how you feel about a YouTube live stream? We have to talk about this. Something is wrong with these people. When I see women twerking for no reason on social media, that's not messing up the image. Not messing up your image. When y'all do these challenges, trying to show the world how big your assets are, as if you're looking to win the #1 prize of the attention slore Olympics. You want a gold medal in the attention slore Olympics? Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you're looking for? You trying to get first place? Just random videos of chicks twerking. It's like these women need a daily dose of, like, you want all this thirsty energy, and y'all wonder why men are thirsty in your DMs. I mean, men are thirsty because you're constantly shaking your assets every chance you get. Why do you think that men aren't going to be thirsty? Like, seriously. They don't see you as a quality woman. You're not going to be treated as a quality woman. You're going to be treated as a thought. You may not like it, but that's how you're going to be treated. You're going to be treated as a piece of meat. So that self-respect you're thinking you're going to get from these men is going to go out the window because you don't respect yourself. Care how educated you are. You're an educated, twerking, single, can't keep a man female. That's what you're going to be. Okay? And then you wonder why men are just coming at you sexually because you put yourself out there like that. You put yourself out there like that. And then you wonder why your image is where it is and why men feel the way they feel about you. Well, you did that to yourself. You can't blame us for that. You are responsible for your image, not us. You are. You need to check these women that are doing these goofy challenges. You need to check these women who are out here attention slowing. Check them. That's who you need. That's what you need to do. But y'all have that spirit in you. You have that slower spirit. It keeps you from holding these women accountable. But then you get mad when we hold them accountable. What do you expect? What do you expect? And this has been a broadcast. This has been a service by the one and only Jaye Black. We about to open up the doors of the church. I'm so. I'll tell you. Oh man. I need y'all to understand that you are responsible for your image. And if you're cursing like a sailor, if you're twerking in various videos, you're going to be treated accordingly. Doesn't matter how educated you are. It doesn't matter that you're somebody's wife. You're going to be treated as a piece of meat. You're not going to be treated the way that other women are treated. The way that Aisha Curry used to be treated. Aisha Curry used to be treated, like a woman with self-respect. That's why guys didn't come at her like that. But it bothered her because even her, a woman from a 2-parent household, married young, had a family, got with a man who considered to be of high value, she still wants that attention from thirsty ass men. And it's like, huh? But that goes to show you the mindset of your Western woman, man. The Western woman is attention seekers. They're lazy, and they feel like they're entitled to be praised, to be taken care of. Then you wonder why you can't keep a man. You wonder why you can't keep a man. I would say it's because of you. As to why you can't keep a man. It's because of you. It's because of you. All right, people, that's it. Appreciate y'all being here. Salute to everyone. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go check out the videos I posted today. And we're going to keep foots on next. Yes, I'm going to be putting content here and there out about what's going on with Kwame Brown, because I feel like we are in a battle. And this battle is just getting started. It's a war on this fake, fraudulent media. And I'm in it to win it. I don't know about y'all. And we're going to keep destroying the competition. We're going to keep making people bend the knee and kiss the ring of the people, not of the corporations. If y'all want to see the video that we spoke about today, here's the video. Shout out to the super chatter. Shout out to everybody that's following me on social media. But things are about to get crazy. So make sure you tune in and see what's in store. Because there's going to be some things in store. So hopefully y'all take care. I appreciate y'all being here. Salute to everyone. All right. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all take care. All right.